Hello everyone, Genki here, and today we're going to try to beat Pokemon Sword with Only Impidimp. Impidimp is Dark Fairy, and its final evolution, Grimmsnarl, is Marnie's Gigantamax Pokemon. Like, it's not even her ace. Her ace is Morpeko. Grimmsnarl is there for one battle in the main game. Game Freak could have done more. Like, imagine, instead of Krogan and Toxicroak, Marnie could have used Impidimp in its evolutions. That would give her a full Dark team throughout the game, and then they could have attacked Toxicroak in the final battle. But ranting aside, Impidimp has a 265 base stat total, the same as Hatenna in the last video. However, Impidimp is frailer than Hatenna. 45 base HP, but 30 base defense and 40 base special defense. 45 base attack versus 55 base special attack means we can go in either direction, but we'll most likely need to focus on special. I'll go more into that later. Lastly, 50 base speed, while it sounds like a lot, is still below average. By level up, Impidimp gets a lot of dark moves. Mostly status moves, but we do get Dark Pulse. However, at level 33, we will be most likely picking up the TR first. When I said that we will need to go special, the move after Dark Pulse is the reason why. Nasty Plot. A move that boosts our special attack. It's our only move that boosts our offensive stats. I was kinda surprised, considering Grimmsnarl can learn Bulk Up, but oh well. With us focusing on special moves, our selection is limited. Round, Draining Kiss, Dark Pulse, Dazzling Gleam, and Burning Jealousy. However, I will not be accessing the DLC until I find it necessary. Now, let's go over the rules. I can only use Impidimp in battle. No items in battle, only Helldimes items outside of combat are allowed. Also, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's begin. We started the challenge by transferring in Impidimp through Pokemon Home. I named him Scamp, because he's just a little scamp. He's naughty in nature, so more attack, less special defense. Not a very good nature. Very fitting for an imp, but I mostly chose it because we'll need to boost our physical moves until we get access to the wild area. Scamp's ability is Frisk, which is useless. I was trying for Prankster, but nope. 5 eggs and everyone had Frisk. We start with only Fake Out and Confide, but by the time we had to battle Hop, Scamp was level 9. We started with a Fake Out against Wooloo, which did more damage than I was expecting. We then switched to Bite, which finished off Wooloo. Scorbunny outsped Scamp, it did some damage with Ember, but then Bite did a third. Scorbunny went for Growl the next turn, but it was still going to be a 3 KO. Scorbunny left Scamp at just above half health before going down. Last is Rookidee, who was a 2 KO. Off to the wallet area. However, I decided to just get Scamp up to level 14, and not check the Wild Traders yet. I then decided to attend the opening ceremony. Following the ceremony is our next battle with Hop. However, this battle was pretty difficult, so I got Scamp to level 16, and equipped the Black Glasses to prove dark damage. Fake Out only did a quarter, but our newly learned Assurance finished off Wooloo in one hit. Assurance doubles in damage if Scamp gets hit first. So after Scorbunny did almost a quarter with Tackle, Assurance took it straight to below half health. Scorbunny did some more damage with Quick Attack, but it went down. Last is Rookidee. It survived Bite and red health. This caused Hop to use his potion, but it didn't heal Rookidee to full, so one more Bite finished it off. With this, I finally searched the wall area, where we found a Fairy Raid Den, which means the TR for Dazzling Gleam. Perfect. However, nothing else of note, so it's off to Galar Mine, where we have to battle B. His team was an easy sweep. Time for the first gym. We started with the Fake Out against Gossifleur, before switching to Dazzling Gleam, which took Gossifleur to half health. Gossifleur then did a quarter with Rapid Spin, but Scamp still outsped and finished out Gossifleur the next turn. Last is Eldegoose. I know Eldegoss is going to outspeed, so I had Scamp use Max Guard, and then Max Darkness, but Eldegoss' Max Overgrowth took Scamp to only 4 HP. This was not looking good. I decided to go back to the wall area, where I grinded and pick up the TRs for Dark Pulse and Nasty Plot. Scamp will disobey us at level 21, so we had to beat Milo at max level 20. Against Gossifleur, we set up 2 Nasty Plots, as it spammed round. We also picked the leftovers, by the way. We then took out Gossifleur with Dark Pulse. We still went for max guard against Eldegoss, but this time, as Eldegoss hit us with max overgrowth, leaving Scamp at below a quarter, we went for a max strike to lower Eldegoss' speed. This allowed us to outspeed Eldegoss and hit it with a Dark Pulse, which got the flinch. We finally beat the first gym. Following the gym is Battle Hop. We went for a fake out and then a Nasty Plot, but Wooloo just set up a useless defense curl. It went down to Dark Pulse. Core Squire outsped and lowered our defense clear, but was a one-shot. Last was Boot. It outsped and went for Growl. It did survive Dark Pulse though. I knew Hop was going to heal, so I had Scamp use the second Nasty Plot. Reboot then for some reason used the second Growl, so it went down. On to the second gym. Yeah. Goldeen outsped and did a quarter with Horn Attack. I tried to have Scamp set up 2 Nasty Plots, but by the time Goldeen went down, we were at a quarter, and next is Arcuda, who finished off Scamp with its priority Aqua Jet. We don't have anything super effective, so we have to use Brute Force. By sending 1 Nasty Plot against Goldeen, we managed to survive Arcuda's Aqua Jet, but then we discovered that Dreadnought also outsped Scamp. Time to grind. The best spot to grind for speed EVs that I know of is on Route 1. The Rookies are easy one-shots, but they only give 1 EV each. We pretty much destroyed Route 1's bird population, emptying our power points for Dazzling Gleam and Dark Pulse 3 times. We now outsped Goldeen. We still set up Nasty Plot, as Goldeen went for Agility. This allowed it to outspeed again, but it went down that turn. Arcuda's Aqua Jet took Scamp to just above half health, so we were facing Dreadnought while still in green health. Dreadnought still outsped, so we went for a max guard, max strike strategy. Dreadnought for some reason used its resisted max darkness. It might choose its move randomly if it outspeeds. Scamp's max strike of course didn't do that much damage, since it's physical and Dreadnought resisted. However, as we left Dynamax, I had Scamp use Dark Pulse, which got a crit, taking out Dreadnought. Beat and Gallery Mine number 2 is still a sweep, so it's off the Motorstoke, where we have to battle Marnie. We went for Fake Out and then Nasty Plot against Krogunk, as its Venoshock took Scamp straight to a third. It was a one-shot Dark Pulse. Scraggy was a one-shot Dazzling Gleam, so it lasted more Pico. It went for a Quick Attack, leaving Scamp on red health, as we one-shot with Dazzling Gleam. Time for the third gym. Ninetales outsped, and went for Ember and Will-O-Wisp as we set up 2 Nasty Plots. It then used Fire Spin, but was a one-shot Dark Pulse. Arcanine outsped and took Scamp to almost a quarter with Flame Wheel, but was also a one-shot. Last is Cinescourge, who we actually outspeed. It was a one-shot Max Darkness. We can all get a Hammerlock, and then the Stone Side, where we have to battle Hop. Kremmer outsped, but missed its Fury Tech as we set up Nasty Plot. It then went for Pluck, doing over a third. It survived Dazzling Gleam and red health, meaning Hop was going to use the Super Potion. However, it didn't heal the full, so Kremmer went down. Toxel was a one-shot, as was Silly Cobra. Last was Reboot. It outsped and used Flame Charge, but was a one-shot. On to the fourth gym. We set up a single Nasty Plot, as Hypnotop failed its counter. It was then a one-shot. Pangoro was next, and it has super effective Bullet Punch, but never used it as we one-shot it. Last was Surfetch and Machamp, who were both one-shots. Following the gym is about Beat. Anywho, we can now enter Battle Leia, where we pick up the Eviolite, before challenging the gym. We set up a Nasty Plot against Weezing, who sludged it over half of Scamp's health with one hit. Weezing survived Dazzling Gleam at half health, so Scamp went down. Back to grinding. I decided this time to grind for special attack EVs, but eventually it came to me that Scamp can learn a move that Weezing does not resist, Round. Also, when we returned to Opal, Sludge was now a 3-hit KO. but we are not out of the woods yet. Sludge has a 30% chance to poison, and we need to step 2 nasty plots. The reason is because once Weezing goes down, next is Mau. Our best move is Dazzling Gleam, which is resisted. However, at +4, it one-shots Mau. Togekiss was also a one-shot, so it lasts out Kremmy. It was a one-shot Max Starfall. We can now go back to Hammerlock, where we have to Battle Hop. We set up 2 nasty plots against Trevenant, who went for Corn Leech and then Confused Ray. It was a one-shot Draining Kiss. That healed us back to full. Snorlax survived Draining Kiss, but only went for Stockpile, so it went down the next turn. Cinderace for some reason went for Agility, so it was an easy one-shot with Dark Pulse. Eatmore was also a one-shot, so it lasted Volton. It outsped and used Spark, getting the Paralysis, but it was a one-shot. Next is the 6th gym. Scamp outspeeds Barbarical, but Barbarical always leads with Shell Smash, causing it to outspeed the following turn. To combat this, I had to use Dark Pulse. It was a 2 KO, but it also has a 20% chance to flinch. Combined with the King's Rock, it has a 30% chance, but it still took 3 tries. Against Shuckle, we can set up Nasty Plot, but Shuckle will lower our speed with Rock Tomb. We were still plenty fast though after setting up 2 Nasty Plots. Shuckle was a one-shot from Dark Pulse. Stonejourner always goes for Wonder Room first, so I had Scamp use Revenge, which one-shot it. Last is Colossal. It survived Max Darkness with Red Health. Its Max Flare then only took Scamp to just below half health, so it went down. On to our next battle with Hop. For this battle, we had to replace the King's Rock with the Eviolite. Against Double, we managed to set up all 3 of our Nasty Plots, because Double just spammed Defense Curl. It was then a one-shot Draining Kiss. Snorlax was a one-shot Dark Pulse. Cinderace outsped, and its Powerball took Scamp straight to 32 HP. It was a one-shot Dark Pulse. We had to go for Draining Kiss against Corviknight. It was a 2 KO, but since Scamp outsped, it went down first. Last is Pincurchin, who was a one-shot. We can now go down Route 9, into our next battle with Marnie. Liepard decided to go for Nasty Plot, as we set up our own Nasty Plot. It then got greedy and set up a second one before we one-shot with Draining Kiss. Toxicroak survived Draining Kiss with the quarter, allowing it to use Poison Jab, which took Scamp straight to red health. It went down the next turn. Scrafty was a one-shot Draining Kiss, so it lasted more Pico. It outsped but wasted its turn on Torment, so it was a one-shot. Time for the 7th gym. We set up a Nasty Plot against Scrafty, as it took Scamp to half health with a Fake Out and a Brick Break. It was then a one-shot Draining Kiss. Obstagoon outsped Scamp by used Shadow Claw, which did low damage despite being a crit. Since it was 4 times super effective, I had Scamp use Revenge, but it only took Obstagoon to just above half health. Obstagoon then went for Obstruct, as we went for Draining Kiss, so our defense is down. However, Scamp went first the next turn and finished off Obstagoon. Obstagoon must have been using Counter. Malamar was a one-shot, so last is Skuntank. Scamp went first, and Draining Kiss took Skuntank to below half health. Skuntank decided to waste his turn on Toxic, so it went down the next turn. On to the final gym. No Magic Leaf to help us this time though. Flygon has a chance to start with Steel Wing, so we needed an attempt where it Thunder Punched into Magikarp. We would then set up a Nasty Plot, as Gigalith did sizable damage with Bite Press. Flygon would now attack Scamp with Steel Wing, which he survived thanks to his Eviolite. Flygon was a one-shot Draining Kiss. This brought Scamp back to almost full health. Next is Sandaconda. It decided to start with Protect, as I had Scamp use Dazzling Gleam, which took Gigalith to below half health. Our next Dazzling Gleam took out Gigalith and one-shot Sandaconda. This made the battle 1v1 against Duraludon. It was a one-shot. We can now head to Wyndon, where we fill up the rest of Scamp's available EVs with vitamins. I chose to focus on Calcium for special attack, Carbos for speed, and a couple of HP ups. On to the semifinals, where our first opponent is Marnie. Liepard again went for 2 Nasty Plots, as we set up 1 Nasty Plot before one-shotting Liepard with Draining Kiss. Toxicroak this time was a one-shot. Scrafty and Rapico were also one-shots, so last is Marnie's Gigantamax Pokemon. It was a one-shot Max Starfall. Next is Hop. We set up two nasty plots, as Double set up Con Guard and used Body Slam. We couldn't afford to get paralyzed, so I had Scamp take out Double. Hop then set up a Percursion, so we set up our final nasty plot, before one-shotting it, Corviknight, and Snorlax. Last is Cinderace. It outsped and used Max Ooze, only doing a little over a quarter before going down to Max Darkness. Time to Skeletor's Tower, where we had to battle Oleana. Frostas outsped and burnt us with Will-O-Wisp as we set up a nasty plot. Its Hex didn't do that much damage, but then it survived Draining Kiss on a Sliver. The next turn, it decided to set up Double Team, but we didn't miss and finished it off. Salazzle's next, and its Venom Shock took Scamp to almost a third, but was a one-shot Dark Pulse. Milotic survived Draining Kiss at above half health, and set up Aqua Ring. I decided to have Scamp set up a second nasty plot, allowing Milotic to heal itself to full with Recover. Draining Kiss now left Milotic on a quarter, allowing it to do some damage with Surf before going down. Serena was a one-shot Dark Pulse, so last is Garbodor. It was a one-shot Max Darkness. We can now start the finals, but first is the battle of B. We set up a nasty plot against Mawile, but then's player off left Scamp on almost a quarter. However, B's team was still an easy sweep with Dark Pulse. On to Nessa. Gleespot went first and used its priority first impression as we set up a nasty plot. Gleespot still survived our Draining Kiss, but that did activate its emergency exit. This spread out Seaking, who was a one-shot Dazzling Gleam. Gleespot's back. I knew Nessa would heal, so I had Scamp set up a second nasty plot, resulting in our next Dazzling Gleam one-shotting Gleespot. Bearskid outsped and did a third with Liquidation, but was a one-shot. Last are Pelipper and Dreadnought, who were both one-shots. Next up is B. Hawlucha went first, and his high jump kick got a crit, but Scamp survived with a quarter. Hawlucha was a one-shot Dazzling Gleam. In fact, Hawlucha was the only member of B's team that outsped Scamp, so her team was an easy sweep with 0 nasty plots. Last is Raihan. We set up a nasty plot against Torkoal, who went for Yawn. I decided to have Scamp keep holding the Eviolite, so after a second nasty plot, and Scamp taking some damage from Solar Beam, he fell asleep. Torkoal's Lava Plume then did a lot of damage, but thankfully, Scamp was only asleep for one turn. Torkoal was then a one-shot Dark Pulse. Turnier was also a one-shot Dark Pulse, but against Goodra, we went for Draining Kiss, taking out Goodra and healing Scamp to full health. Flygon outsped, but set up Sandstorm, so it was an easy one-shot. Last is Durano. It was also a one-shot. Only Leon is left, but our plans were ruined. So first is the battle with Chairman Rose. Rose uses all steel types, so I had to make a detour to the Isle of Armor to pick up the move Burning Jealousy. Burning Jealousy has a special effect where it burns the target if they boost their stats. However, that effect will have no use this run. Rose leads with Scavalier, who hits so hard that we can't set up against it. We had to go straight to attacking. Thankfully, Burning Jealousy was 4 times super effective, so Escavalier was a one-shot. Berserker was also a one-shot. I predicted Fairthorn might use Curse, so I had Scamp set up one nasty plot before one-shotting it and Kling Kling. Last is Copperajah, who was a one-shot. Time for Eternus. It outsped and tried to use Dragon Pulse, as Dark Pulse did a little over a quarter. Eternus the next turn went for Flamethrower, which did a third, but then a second Dark Pulse took Eternus to below a quarter. Eternus then tried to use Dragon Pulse a second time, so it easily went down. On to Eternamax Eternus. Scamp was a one-shot by Max Ooze. To beat Eternus, I had to teach Scamp Protect. Max Ooze hits to Protect, but now only did a quarter. Max Ooze gives Eternus a special attack boost, so I had Scamp use Burning Jealousy, but Eternus never got the burn. No clue why. On Eternus' third turn, it has the potential to hit Scamp again, so he went for Protect, but Eternus hit double instead. Eternus went down on the next turn. All that is left is Leon. Aegislash went for King Shield first, as we set up Nasty Plot. It was then a one-shot from Dark Pulse. while still in shield form. However, next is Haxorus. It had sped, and its Iron Tail took Scamp to only 7 HP. We were living on a prayer, but Haxorus was a one-shot Draining Kiss. That Iron Tail was a low roll, by the way. We had gotten one shot by that before. Rhyperior was a one-shot Dark Pulse. Rillaboom was a one-shot Burning Jealousy. Dragapult took Scamp to below half health with Thunderbolt, but was a one-shot Draining Kiss. Last is Charizard. It had sped, but didn't do much damage to Max Airstream, while our Max Darkness took it to a quarter. Charizard's Max Overgrowth took Scamp to below half health, but one more Max Darkness finished it off. We beat Pokemon Sword with Only Impidimp. Thank you to everyone who watched this video, and if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe.